I don't do distractions. I'm coming back in.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Juice and Lou. We back here with another episode, man. The NBA is back, man. And we got games on tonight. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. So you know what we're here to do. You know what we're here to do. We're here with the NBA award predictions before the season. Did the same thing last year. Might as well do it again. Let's go. So we're gonna start with Rookie of the Year. We'll start with Rookie of the Year. And Jay, who do you got winning Rookie of the Year?
I mean, it should be obvious. I mean, I got Jalen Green. I said he was the best player in our draft mock. So I gotta go with Jalen Green this year. He's playing on the Rockets. They're trying to move John Wall, free up some more guards time. Hopefully they get, I'd say they need either a 4 or a 5, even though they drafted the 5 out of Turkey. I forgot his name. I like him right now.
Yeah. You already got Christian Wood.
Yeah, you have Christian Wood too. So if they get a good forward position, I think for John Wall somewhere, I think that would be perfect for them. Put Green at the 2 in the G League. I mean, he only played 15 games from the G League. He shot 36% from 3, averaged 18 points. In the summer league, we saw how good he was playing, and until he got hurt. But I think him and Cade, I think those may be the 2 front runners. But I give y'all a sneaky pick in Scotty Barnes from Toronto. He's getting a lot of usage time out there with Pascal Siakam being injured right now. And I say he's a good 11 to 12 points, 6 and 6 type of guy right now in Toronto. So I wouldn't be surprised if people picked him. But for me, just off what I said from the draft video, it's got to be Jalen Green. He's the most standout rookie out of this class so far.
I did say Cade Cunningham before, but I think I'm gonna change it. I think Jalen Green is going to win it as well. Just because before this video, I saw Cade Cunningham say he's more worried about team chemistry than Rookie of the Year. So, who knows if he's going to really try to get that award. And then you got Jalen Green, who's on a very young and high potential team with the Rockets. So it's gonna be tough. I think Davion Mitchell can have the case. I wasn't high on him. No. I wasn't high on Davion Mitchell.
We all know the Kings are gonna mess it up. So, but the individual talent, I definitely agree with him. But if people have been telling me him too, but I don't believe in the Kings, not one bit. So that's why I can't go with him.
That's tough. I mean, he was a co-MVP in the summer league.
Yeah, the summer league. Yeah, the Kings also have 2 summer league championships, more than championships appearances they have. So
that's true. That's true. We'll move on to 6th man of the year.
6th man. Now, honestly, this was the toughest one for me.
This was
because I think there was a lot of rotational players within this one.
Yeah.
But I ultimately am gonna choose Alex Caruso. Now, yeah, go ahead and laugh. It's cool. It's cool. You can laugh at it, but I think Alex Caruso on the Bulls, based off the minutes and usage he's been getting from Billy Donovan in Chicago, I think he's definitely going to be a nice prominent role player off the bench. Now, I heard Kobe White is out seemingly until December, it looks like. So he's definitely going to have that six-man role right now, with obviously Lonzo and Zach LaVine starting at the guards. Why not? Why not Alex Caruso put up 15 off the bench? He's already proven he can score in the playoffs. We've seen him with the Lakers. Yeah, you had LeBron and AD take pressure off. I mean, you got DeRozan, you got Zach LaVine, you got Vucevic. Like, y'all, they have a very solid team. I also think this could be a really top threat in the East, potentially, if Lonzo stays healthy. He's always been injured, seemingly, throughout the year. But I think for Caruso, he's not a bad player. Like I said, we've seen him in the playoffs. It's just he's was the joke on the Lakers because of how he looked, of course. But I think he's gonna bring some of that championship mentality to that Bulls, learning from, of course, with Ron on the Lakers. So I gotta go with him. I had two players in mind. I was thinking your boy Tyler Hero and D Rose from the Knicks, but ultimately I feel like Caruso, with Kobe White being out for a little bit, I think he can put in some time and definitely earn his minutes.
I don't know, man. That's tough though. That's tough. You brought up my boy Tyler Hero, and I couldn't agree more because that was my pick. No bias, no bias.
Jeez.
Preseason he averaged 22 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. Only 2 turnovers, but he shot 89. We might as well say 90% from free throw line, and he shot 45% from three. So he's looking consistent, and he shot 51% from the field in 27 minutes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, especially because last year I had high hopes for this man, and I didn't want to trade him for Harden. And I was one of those. It's crazy, right? Crazy. I was just like, it's just he just looks like he's coming different this year. He just looks like he's more serious. I haven't seen much of him, playing Hollywood. All I haven't seen him in the gym. He said he either in the gym early or he's staying, or I think he said something. I forgot exactly what he said, but the point is, he's always in the gym. He's always in the gym. That's what I got from it. So this year, I think he's going to win that Sixth Man of the Year. It's going to be close between him and do I think it's going to be close? I don't know. Jordan Poole's good. I don't know. Yeah, I think Tyler Hero got it. I think he got it for sure.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how Bubble Hero, if he shows up.
Man, sheesh. Next up, we got, what was it? The most improved player of the year.
Okay. For this one, he could have won it last year, but he didn't. He gave it to Julius Randle. But I'm going with Michael Porter Jr. in this one, because from playing 72 games, he played 61 out of 72, averaged 19, 7 boards, and 1 assist. He shot very efficient from three, 44%. That's very high. He's shooting 6 threes a game too. That's not bad. He shot 54% overall from the field. With Jamal Murray out for majority of the first half of the season, the Denver Nuggets are going to need some production out of him. We saw it during playoff time. They were able to get to the second round, of course, and lost to the Phoenix Suns. But in that first round, he was definitely balling. He averaged 20 23 points in the playoffs. So I think he's definitely a front candidate for most improved player. I think he can up his 19 points to 23 regular season points. I like the rebound totals and efficiency. If he keeps that the same, why not? Why wouldn't he be most improved player? He also just got paid max contract money this offseason, 5-year deal with the Nuggets. So I think Michael Porter Jr. is primed for definitely a great season. Like I said, they don't have another elite scorer outside Murray and Jokic. And Jokic, we know what we're going to get from him, of course. But I got MPJ getting that award.
I know I just brought up Jordan Poole, but I think he got this in the bag, honestly. I think he got this in the bag.
Warriors?
Yeah. Because Clay isn't really back yet, and he's gonna be back January. And in the preseason, he's shooting 50% with 22 points and 3 assists. And he had himself a season last year. With Clay out, gave him more room to do his thing. He got more room to do his thing. This is what he had. In 2019, he played 22 minutes, 8 points, 33% from the field, 27% from 3, 2 boards, 2 assists, and 0.6 steals and 0.2 blocks. Next season, in less minutes and less games played, he had 12 points, 43% shooting, 35% from 3, 1 board, 1 assist, 0.5 steals, 0.2 blocks. That's a major change in less games and less minutes.
Yeah.
So, and he's only getting better because he's putting up 20 in the preseason. Okay, you playing scrubs. Okay. That don't mean muscle memory. That's muscle memory. He getting his reps in. I see Jordan Poole getting this in the bag, honestly, because Michael Porter Jr. I'm not sold on. He'll have a great game every 5 games, every 5 bad games. I just don't see Michael Porter Jr. doing amazing. I just don't see it. And yeah, really, that's it. Really, that's good. I think Jordan Poole got that. Next up,
interesting.
We got Coach of the Year. We got several candidates for this one. Several.
For me, it was really I was thinking at first the Boston Celtics new head coach, but I think I'm switching it to Nate McMillan for the Atlanta Hawks. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hawks finish top 3. You got Nets controversy right now. You got Sixers controversy, of course, right now. I'm not sold on the Heat's chemistry-wise team, and if they're fit together, I'm not sold yet. But I do like Lowry on that team over Goran Dragic, and then I think there's the Hawks right there at 4, probably. Coming off Trae Young's probably a great year for him. Got them to the conference finals. Nate McMillan. Once Lloyd Pierce got fired, he went 27-11 with the Atlanta Hawks to get them to the 5th seed in the East. And they went on that huge playoff run, of course, beating the Knicks, who everybody had the Knicks winning. I had the Knicks winning like 6 or 5 games. They beat them in 5.
I had them sweeping.
They moved on to beat Philly, a great defensive team, top 3 last year. They beat them in 6. Or was it 7? No, I think it was 7. but they lost to
7.
the Bucks in 6. They took the defending champions to 6 games. And maybe if it wasn't for Trae Young getting hurt that one game, they probably go to game 7 and anything can happen, as we saw with the Nets and Bucks series. But I think Trae Young, they got Kevin Huerter, they still got Cam Reddish, who's also people have in the most improved player running. Still got DeAndre Hunter. They just re-signed John Collins, who's people saying is going to have a big year. Clint Capella, a great defensive anchor down there. They have a solid 6, and then you got Lou Will, probably your 7th man off the bench right now. They got a solid team. They definitely have a great team. So I think Lloyd Pierce, if he's able to get them top three, which is definitely doable, I think he can win the Coach of the Year award.
Now,
Nate McMillan.
I'm not sold on the Hawks because we don't know if that was a fluke year. After us, we were a fluke year. Who else was a fluke year? The Bucks were a fluke year. The Suns were a fluke year, apparently, according to society. So who knows if the Hawks were a fluke? Who knows? But I'm not mad at that pickup because of how well they played together. And it looks like Cam Reddish is taking that next step, is stepping up because he wasn't really hot. He wasn't really hot his rookie year, but I think towards the end of the season, because he was hurt for a good minute, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
When he came back, he was looking good. When he came back, he was looking good. But this is tough. It's really tough. Monty Williams should have won it last year. Do I want to go with him? I don't know. Everybody healthy. But it's pretty much the same team, and their chemistry is through the roof. This is tough.
No Eric Spoelstra.
I was going to say Eric because the thing you said about the chemistry thing, nah. Because Jimmy and Kyle Lowry already are getting they already had chemistry prior to even being teammates.
What about Oladipo? How does he fit in?
Oladipo, he's going to get his groove. Like I said before, once Oladipo's back, we going to have probably one of the best defensive 1 through 5 unit of all time.
Okay, not all time, but all right.
1 through 5 best defensive unit, yeah. One of them will be one of them.
Who's
Kyle
your
Lowry, Oladipo, Jimmy, PJ, Bam.
No.
Teams will gonna put up like 80.
No.
Teams put up 80, 90.
No.
If you a contender team, you probably barely scraping 100. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna go with Eric Spoelstra. I think, oh my God, because he's a real players coach. Granted, if everybody's healthy, and people were trying to decide if Kyle Lowry was really an upgrade from Goran Dragic. Obviously, and I love Goran Dragic, but that was clear. It's obvious that it's an upgrade. Obvious. Man, I think the team is going to fit so well together. I think the bench is going to be phenomenal once we're like 100%. Hero off the bench, Duncan off the bench, Matt Struss off the bench. He looking good. We signed this 7-footer who can shoot. He's looking good. So we got bodies. We got players. And I think Eric Spoelstra going to use them. I like Eric Spoelstra for Coach of the Year, at least a candidate. I like him. Next up, we're going to move to DPOY. DPOY.
Well, this pick, I've been seeing a lot of different picks for this. Matisse Thybulle's name's being thrown around, Marcus Smart, but I don't think they're going to get a lot of credit, those two, just because they're guards. It's hard to win the award if you're a guard. Haven't really seen it done since Jordan, actually. Big man. I've seen Draymond. I think not. He's not as mobile as he once was. Of course, he's getting up there, in my opinion, and he's still a good defender. But for DPOY, I'm not picking him. I got to go Rudy Gobert again. It's the consensus pick for the NBA. Literally, the scouts have been saying the NBA's most dominant defender, but a period right now is definitely Rudy Gobert. I understand. Let me tell you the only reason he won't win this. The only reason he won't win this award is because they're tired of picking him. It would be like picking Jordan MVP every year or LeBron MVP back in the 2010s. This is literally the only reason. Rudy Gobert, he is literally the reason the Utah Jazz are a playoff team every year. The sole reason. Their perimeter defense is terrible. They get blown by. Rudy Gobert is just sitting in the paint. That's all that he has to do. He sits in his paint. He gets his blocks. Like his when he's on the court, his plus minus has been top 5 for the past 3 years. When he's on the court in the whole NBA, his plus minus is up there. His defensive rating is off the charts, of course. So I mean, Rudy Gobert has to be the consensus pick, but I will truly understand if someone doesn't pick him, like if they don't pick him because they got tired, fatigue.
This is let's go ahead. Let's pick apart all the DPOY candidates or potential people. Ben Simmons, no, we obviously know why. Draymond Green, no, getting up there in age, he'll still be a factor, but at the top, no. I'm gonna tell you why Rudy Gobert is not gonna be in it. Terrence Mann.
Oh my gosh.
I think everybody in the world saw what that man did to Rudy Gobert.
He was left open.
Exactly. You could just
That
play
was the
small
game plan.
ball against the Jazz. You could play small ball against them and force them to put somebody else in for Rudy Gobert. Did they even pick up somebody? How likely? If teams were smart, they do it every game. Keep Rudy Gobert off the court.
Do that.
Keep Rudy Gobert off the court. What teams can't do that? I think there are a lot of teams that could do that. Honestly, I think good 80% of the league could do it.
No, because then they would have done it. They would have been done it for the past years. He won the award.
Well, but now they see it now. It hasn't been executed thoroughly. Shout out Tyronn Lue, man. Shout out to Ty Lue. I didn't think he had it in him. Now we're looking at Kawhi Leonard. Bam Adebayo. Kawhi Leonard is out. Bam is very versatile. Very versatile. Is there anybody I'm missing? I don't know if I'm missing anybody. Maybe what's his name? Thybulle? Maybe him.
Matisse Thybulle.
I could be. He could be thrown in there. Giannis. Giannis can win a couple of awards. I ain't gonna lie. Actually, give me Giannis, bro. Give me Giannis
over your Bam Adebayo. Oh my god.
Give me Giannis, bro. It's crazy.
Giannis?
But he's just a freak of nature, bro. Like it's crazy. Yeah. And it's just like for him to be able to guard 1 through 5 and him to have the wingspan he has and to move as big as he is. it's just insane for you to not pick him. Like, I love Bam. I thought Bam should have won last year. But Giannis, man, Giannis automatically has to be in every DPOI conversation. That's to me. But I think the top three is Bam, maybe Thibault, and Giannis. But I think all of them, Giannis wins. Giannis
Okay.
wins.
I'm not mad at that.
The last award for the video, the most valuable player. Now this is gonna be real good. I'm excited to see what you got to say.
Okay. Well, I'll break down a little bit of the candidates. I mean,
Okay.
the star-studded one's Luka, of course, which you had last year. I don't like the roster right now.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to move. They may need to move Porzingis.
Nah, I think they will before the deadline. I think they will.
You have the Lakers, AD, Bron. Bron, I had him.
Don't say AD. Don't say AD. Don't say AD.
I had Bron last year, and Bron was number one for the first 25 games, and then he got hurt too. You have Jokic, who won it last year, put up insane numbers. You go over to the East Side, you got Brooklyn, you got Harden and Katie on the same team. Honestly, this may sound a little biased, but if KD been played the same amount of games Jokic did last year, KD wins the award. KD wins the award for the sole fact he was putting up 28 like it was nothing off a torn Achilles. Him and Dominique Wilkins are the two only players who came back and put up more points after tearing their Achilles. We've seen tear Achilles ruin people's careers, aka DeMarcus Cousins. And we have, for me, honestly, I think he's the second best right now in the MVP award race. I think it's Embiid. There's been a lot of Embiid people. He was second place to Jokic last year.
I was one of those Embiid people.
I think there's definitely a case, but for me, I don't think the Sixers will be able to sustain the amount of wins as the player who I think will get it. And that will be Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He will win his third MVP award this upcoming year. Coming over year, he averaged 32 points on 40, 50, 90 efficiency. This man, that's his most points in his career. The only reason he probably didn't win is because he wasn't in the playoffs. I think they'll be a top 3 team this year. The Warriors, especially at the end of the season. 32. He averaged 32 last year. When people were saying the first couple games, Curry, it looks like Curry needs Clay on the court. He can't get open. He can't find his shot anymore. He went on to average his career best without Clay. His career best on better efficiency than his MVP 2016 73-9 season. Come on, man. Curry, he's just a different planet. He's on a different planet right now. As long as he stays healthy and the Warriors get top 3, I for sure think he'll average 30 plus again. With Clay coming back, he'll probably up his assists to 7. Back to his MVP numbers, 7 assists. He averaged 5.5 rebounds last year. If he can average that again, I already know he's going to be in the 40, 50, 90 club shooting the ball. So I got to go Steph Curry. He's got to be number 1.
I'm not mad at that at all. And I would 100% agree with you if I didn't see a certain person in the preseason come out banging jump shots. And I think you know where I'm going with this. The MVP is going to be honest. Be honest. We already were saying he's so dominant. And what we've been saying for years, man, once he gets at least a jump shot that he can at least just be consistent on, he don't got to shoot it a lot, but at least to make a defender come up on you and guard you. He went banging them joints in the preseason. And it looks like he's definitely been working on it because I think it don't his jump shot don't look different, but it looks smoother, if you know what I mean. Like it looked like he's just flowing with it. Just flowing with it. And it's just like it's not even like, oh, like lucky bounces and all that stuff. These are swishes. Like he been walking up the court, just pulling that joint. Oh, you gonna leave me? Gets to that mid range. Fade. Step back. Yo. So he's gonna start doing that while running and dunking the ball. Nobody can stop me from getting to the rim. I wouldn't be surprised if he averaged 35, 12, and 5. He can average 35.
35.
He can average 35 if he's shooting like this.
35 from Giannis.
35. And let's not mention, he was getting here practicing his free throws in playoff games last year because they was intentionally fouling him. Every series I saw him in, he got better shooting from the line. So that's only going to carry on. So he's going to get more fouls. He's going to make more free throws. Will his percentage be better? Probably not. Oh, I mean, I think his percentage will be better, but it's not going to be extremely high. But he's going to make more free throws. He's shooting a lot more shots. And he's still dunking the ball, running coast to coast. I don't know a single, it's like faster Shaq with a jump shot.
He's not going to win it. Voter fatigue. It's the same with Rudy Gobert if he doesn't win it. Well,
nah.
Other than I don't think Giannis will be the best NBA player next season. But he'll be up there though. He'll definitely be up there. I think you've seen him. He obviously worked on the shot. Like you said, the flick looks better and rotation on the ball. But we've seen this after players win a ring. We saw it with LeBron. We saw how once he finally got that burden off his shoulders, like he got a ring, he just started killing it. He started playing like I can really do whatever now. I can shoot this, I can shoot that. Like I feel like Giannis is going through that phase right now where he just getting better on the things he has not worked on, even though he didn't need them to win the championship last year necessarily. But that Giannis isn't a bad pick. But I just think because of voter fatigue, I don't think he'll win it. That would be 3 out of 4 MVPs in the last 4 seasons.
If he wins the MVP and a DPOY this year, is he a top 50 player?
He's already top 50.
Okay, top 30.
Yeah.
If he gets MVP and DPOY.
Yeah.
I agree.
Most definitely.
And he's only, what, 25?
26.
26. This man is on pace to be the greatest of all time. I'm jazzing. I'm jazzing. But he'll definitely have some awards in his arsenal.
Debate. For sure.
He'll definitely have some awards. Oh, yeah, that's for sure a different debate. And we might have somebody to come on and make that debate. But hey, that's a story for another time. That's going to wrap up this episode, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, see who's valid. Am I valid? Is J. Lou valid? Let us know. Make sure you subscribe. Turn that post notifications on.
In the comments.
Who do you got winning tonight? Nets,
Warriors,
Bucks. Honestly,
Lakers.
Give me Bucks. Give me Warriors. Give me Bucks. Give me Warriors. Okay. Simple as that, man. But hey,
going Bucks, Lakers.
Bucks, Lakers. Nah, I don't know. LeBron at opening nights ain't good. LeBron at opening nights, he has a really bad record of opening nights. Not to mention their whole team is new.
Yeah,
and they've been losing preseason games together.
They're 0-6. They were 0-6.
And while starting playing backups. That's tough. But hey, they still getting their grooves back. We're going to be back next week with the recap. But until then, it's your boys, Juice and Lou, and we out of here.
Peace.
Molly off the drum. I got